Man, oh man, this is the 100th video for this channel. This is the 100th video for this channel. Crazy. And I feel like for the 100th video, we should make it special. And we should do something that I always like doing. And that is, drum roll please, Reddit/NiceGuys. Now, if you're new to the channel, Reddit/NiceGuys, it's a subreddit where women, they send their text messages with guys that claim to be nice and act nice, and then when they get rejected, then a switch flips and they completely show and reveal their true colors and true selves. And I'm gonna read two stories with y'all today. Okay, the first one starts on Instagram messages with the guy sending, "Yes, I agree with you 100%. Neither side are good or bad. It comes down to the person themselves. I'm sure you do have cute feet though, lol." Flag on the play right there. What the fuck are you talking about? From what the two messages before said, it gotta be something political or dealing with a good or bad side in that sense. I think it's political where there's right or left. It's bad people on either side. But my qualm with you is, you then says, "I'm sure you do have cute feet though." What the fuck kind of shot is that, bro?
Step back one-legged. What kind of shot is that? Have you ever shot that shot? Do you work on that shot?
And then you follow it up with, "Bad people exist on either sides for sure." Like, you cannot just scoot past what you just said, bro. The fact that you are that oblivious that you think you could just skip past that is crazy. And all she replies is, "Yes, this is true." She's being dry to you. This should be a signal to run. He then follows up the next day saying, "I feel so bad now, lol. Please let me massage and kiss your feet as an apology."
Huh?
You know I had to double it.
So he clearly has a feet fetish, foot fetish, or whatever you want to call it, and he's trying to work his way into massaging this lady, which she would be extremely dumb to take that opportunity, because the fact that he even feel comfortable, like, his brain has to be so cooked that he thinks this is really an end to talk to a woman. Like, "Baby, I feel so bad. I'll massage your feet as an apology." Like, that doesn't work. It never works, bro. Get a grip. And I'm guessing she never responds to him, because he then follows up with another text and saying, "I take it back sincerely. I'll give you a foot rub."
Would you stop it? Stop!
So this dude is just eyeing for a foot rub. That's all he's put on this earth to be. He must be reincarnated as a, you know, I'm not even gonna say that. Like, this must be his whole profession, a foot rubber. Like, Jesus. She just replies, "I can't tell if you're like fucking with me. Truly, I can't." He replies, "No, I'm dead serious. If your feet are nice and soft, I'll gladly rub them for you and kiss them."
This is a sick Negro.
She replies, I really don't even know what to say. Like, you rendered me speechless." You have her coming up with vocabulary that hasn't been used in a year at least. Rendered? Or maybe I'm just dumb. I think that's just I'm just dumb.
Read, nigga, read!
And this is never a good thing. You leaving a girl speechless like this, it's never a good thing, because you're gonna get screenshotted and sent to the group chat immediately, bro. He replies, "How, hun, lol. I'm saying I'll gladly give you a foot rub and kiss your feet for you, lol, as long as they're nice and soft, as an apology." And she just replies, I think not. I appreciate the offer though." And that'll be the end of this message. And for the guy that sent these messages, I'll say this:
Never do this again.
I hope every day that goes by, you cringe while looking at how you would talk to a woman. This is not what the coach drew up. This is not the game plan, bro. Not at all. Now, this next one, it starts off good, lovey and dandy. The guy is actually, he has the ball on his court. He's doing good so far, but then he fumbles it. Okay, our messages start with the guy saying, "I am dying," with a bunch of laughing emojis. "May I see those selfie skills of yours again? Question mark. And she just replies, "You are grounded." He just says, "I just want to see something. Please, please." Right there. The please 2 times. Never text this. You could have just kept it at, "I just want to see something," gave a little cute emoji, and that would have been fine. But the please please implies that you're heavily obsessed with her, and that's all you want to see because you probably want to get off to it. That's what it implies. And she just says, what do you want to see? And he says, just want to see if a little theory of mine is working. Bro is really think he's Albert Einstein or something right now. She says, what's the theory? He replies, you value someone who can make you laugh a metric fuck time. And if he can do it consistently, but also be good looking, also be simping hard for you, you definitely gonna be your most vulnerable self to him. Simping hard for someone that isn't yours is ludicrous. I'm all for maybe simping for someone that is your girlfriend, is your wife. That makes totally perfect sense. And I wouldn't even classify that as simping. But simping for someone that you're just in a talking stage with is crazy. But she throws a curveball to me. And she says, I value you, of course, with a little lovey emoji. It's hard to think he could mess this shot up. He replies, cause goddamn, you crave that level of intimacy and connection again. And she says, don't project onto me, with the laughing emoji. So she's taking a piss. She's joking with him. He then says, although I have way less clothes on.
Brother,
LOL, let me be manipulative and toxic in my own way, please. I can tell you right when you're gonna fuck this shit up. Soon as you sent that message saying, although I have way less clothes on.
Huh?
Bro, you didn't have to send that. You could have just left it at the let me be manipulative and toxic and with a laughing emoji. You would have been solid. You would have been good. I wouldn't have no problem with it. But the although I have way less clothes on, it's nuts to say. Now she derails the conversation by saying, clothes, LOL, nah, I don't allow manipulation or toxicity out. I'm too healed for manipulation to work on me. That is such a good thing to hear, that she's a healed woman. So a healed woman, she won't want no parts in this. Maybe a woman that's used to toxicity, she wouldn't have a problem with it, but this woman is healed. And I like that for her, honestly. He says, I'll let you be the judge whether I go for the manipulation angle or whether I just really fall hard for emotionally vulnerable people. Bro, what the fuck are you cooking up, bro?
That shit stank, don't it? Ugh.
This is not what the chef is ordering right now. He then says, you're fully healed, as you say, so am I. Sure, you can spot the difference. And she says, OMG, yucky. I wish you just didn't say that. You just gave this girl the ick. If you needed any more clarification that it's over, you got it right here. You gave this girl the ick within like 10 messages. GG's, bro. And the reason she's saying I wish you didn't say that is because she probably was contemplating whether to actually go forward and talking with this guy, but this text messages he sent just completely dead it in the water. And she has boundaries and layers, and she set it up and he just completely went over it. He says, yeah, there's gonna be a lot of times you say that, but it's on you for the tone you use when you do, with the kissing emoji. Bro, what the fuck are you talking about, bro? She says, what does that even mean? And then he just switches the subject and saying, do you like poetry or homemade songs or stupid little jingles? When I am happy being with someone, my creativity takes full advantage of that companionship.
nigga, what?
What does this have to do with anything that was just talked about? Do you like poetry or homemade songs? Don't tell me you about to get in the studio and make a song for this girl that you're talking to. Don't tell me you about to do that. You already lost her. That's not yours, bro. Charge it to the game, you lost already. She said, I think it's cute. Why are you changing the subject though? Exactly like I said. You literally just told me you like to manipulate and fall for emotionally vulnerable people. And that is a red flag for anybody who likes to fall for those people. He says, fuck you, I did not, with the little nervous emoji. She quotes his text messages that's saying, let me be manipulative. And she said, literally. And he just says, putting in effort is not manipulation. And she quotes him again, where he's saying, I'll let you be the judge where I go for the manipulation angle. And she just says literally in caps again. He just says, absolutely not. She's literally quoting what you're saying about how you want to manipulate. Like, you lost, bro. And she just says, yuck. He replies, in my defense for the original comment, that I made. I'm sorry. I did not realize how you would feel about it. Brother, how she would feel about it? What healed girl wants to get manipulated? Have I lost the plot? Have I? She says, I don't know why you'd even joke about that to someone you're trying to date. It doesn't offend me because I really don't care what you do with your life. But I'm not gonna be with someone that openly admits to being manipulative. LOL. She summed it up pretty good. She doesn't care about this dude, but it's the fact that she's not gonna be with someone who openly admits they're gonna be manipulative. She's right, and it's showing that she's healed by not wanting to deal with this person. He says, all right, you've made your position clear, and I wish you the best then. And she says, you as well. Now, how this ended with him falling on his sword when he realized it was an L. He said, you've made your decision clear, and I wish you the best. This is what I commend for this guy. All the other text messages, fuck that. I commend this message because he noticed he took the L and he bowed out gracefully. Probably not at first because he thought he still had a chance, but once she made it clear and she set her boundary, he respected that. So that's what I like from this message. We just gotta learn as guys how to talk to women. They're people too, and if these people stop thinking with their dicks instead of on a feelings based, like, oh, if I send this message, how is this person, how would they feel based off their previous message? Like, if we start thinking in situations like that on how to treat women better, you could date women and actually learn how to love a woman. Let me know what you think about the Reddit/NiceGuys videos that I be doing. If y'all would want to see more of them, just let me know. If you haven't watched any previous ones, I think I have like 3 or 4 other ones on the YouTube channel. Make sure y'all watch those, and I'll catch y'all later though. Peace.